Gillian, you appear in the original Companion 30-something years ago with a very brief entry because you were a kind of starting out writer then. So basically in the time between the old edition and this new edition, you've had this amazing career. You've had a writing career. How do you think the world of children's literature then has changed over the years you've been writing?
I think it's changed in lots of ways. I think, well, for a start, there are hugely many more titles published than were published when I started. And when I started, it was possible for me to feel I had a grip of everything interesting that was coming out. And it's many years since I felt that. I think books have become more child-centred in a way and less directed particularly at teachers or librarians. And they've got longer too, which I cheer about. There was a stage where they seemed, in the 80s, I think, where they seemed to be getting shorter and shorter, and I felt a bit anxious, and then they got longer again. And one very exciting development, I think, is the increase in illustration in books for older children. I welcome that. I think that's a very exciting development.
Don't you get the sense also that just because there is so much for children now and for young adults, that just the scale of it means there is also variety in a way that is completely new, because there is now everything, because there is every kind of book. There are, sort of mirroring the adult market, there are spy stories for children and detective stories for children and what, for want of a better term, you might call chick lit for children, and everything kind of has its equivalent. You can find psychological horror and you can find funny books, that somehow the children's literature, hate to use the word market, but it is a market. The children's literature market now encapsulates everything as broadly as any other kind of publishing now, and that seems to be extraordinary.